Black Friday skincare. We've actually never done a deals video before as far as I know, but Black Friday is the time of the year in e-commerce where you're generally gonna get the lowest prices that you'll ever get from a brand. So this is a really good time of the year if you've been looking to buy something, looking to replenish something that you've already bought. This is the time of the year you wanna buy it, or it's a good time to buy a gift for someone as well.
So this is the time, if you've been saving your money, if there's something you've just been waiting to try, it's probably now. We as dermatologists are going to walk you through what we would pick in terms of skincare and also some of our personal favorite non-skincare items that we think are worth the spend.
So we messaged some of the brands, we found out exactly what their deals are, and then we're also going to tell you how to navigate some of these sales. If you look in the description of this video, you'll also see some of the discount codes that will come with these. So some of these you can just go to the website, you'll check out, it's site-wide discount, you don't need to add any code. And then in some sites, you actually have to add a code. So if you wanna look for that, it will be in our description below. And we're gonna be also talking about some of my favorites that I will be repurchasing as well, including some of my athleisure clothes that I'm always purchasing. So all things Black Friday, here we go.
Here we go. So to start out these deals, actually this is kind of cool. Both of us, as I guess brand founders, will be participating in Black Friday this year. This is also a first for us. This is also kind of a cool moment. It just struck me that this is new and news to everyone. So starting off with Script, this is our teleprescription, telehealth service where we connect you to a board certified dermatologist. What we are going to do for new users, 25% off for your first month of subscriptions. This will go from Monday to Monday through Cyber Monday. And that's actually a pretty deep discount for us. I don't know if we're actually paying you at this point to try our prescription service to get tretinoin. We have multiple derivations of that. The baseline is already very inexpensive, extreme affordable, $49. That includes the consultation, the prescription, and shipping already. So 25% off of that. If you feel so inclined, if you are ready to try tretinoin, use Script, now's a great time.
Yeah, this is rare because I don't think generally you'll see a lot of discounting happening on telemedicine services. So this is a really cool opportunity. It's also a really cool opportunity for you to see all the hard work that Dr. Maxfield put into the version 2, or what they're calling V1 of the platform, because it was just recently relaunched. So an amazing opportunity to get a discount on your first prescription for tretinoin. On the same line, let's just get Remedy out of the way. I'll go into the details of the sale because this is our first sale ever, our biggest sale ever, because it's also our first sale ever. And I just want to say thank you to all of you because it truly has been an incredible year for Remedy. I can't be more thankful for the community that we've built here and the support that you've had, all the comments, all the reviews, all the before and afters that you posted, and it gave us an opportunity to do a sale this year. So thank you all so much. We now have a total of 6 products. We started out just with 3, so we've grown incredibly fast. Started out in March, and now we're all the way out here in November. It's been truly an amazing year. Our team has grown, and so thank you to all of you. We are doing 25% site-wide, so on any purchase that you have. You also get a deeper discount if you buy things as a bundle, so 30% off of bundles, and we have a ton of different mix and match bundles that are out there for whatever is gonna be best for you. So really good opportunity, lowest prices of the year, and it's gonna be on sale the entire week, so you don't have to worry it's gonna get any lower. It's gonna be the same price all the way through Cyber Monday. And if you spend over $70, you will also get a free sheet of our new hydrocolloid pimple patches that are near invisible. So definitely check it out. And again, thank you all so much. There is no code required to be shopping for the discount.
Right, I guess it makes sense. No code for us as well. Just go to the website, check out. And I would say this about Remedy. If you're thinking about purchasing Remedy this Black Friday, shop sooner than later. Like, in case experience has taught you nothing, they're gonna sell out. Like, something is going to sell out invariably.
I won't say which one it is because I don't want to cause a run on it, but there's one product that's at very high risk of selling out. The other 5 were in good inventory status this time.
Well, anyway, moving on from our lives. Now, let's take a look at some of our favorite dermatologist-approved best deals of Black Friday for you.
So next up, let's talk about the next brand. So Timeless, this is a pretty good discount. I haven't seen them ever go this low. So this is 50% off of site-wide. You need a code to be able to shop this. Timeless is an interesting brand. They kind of do not single ingredient as much as like The Ordinary and the Inky List are very much single ingredient brands. This is kind of a step up from that, where they do more of the skincare solutions that you would see, like a vitamin C with vitamin E and ferulic acid, just at much lower price points. And then you have this additional 50% off. What I think is probably their hero product would be their vitamin C serum.
Yeah, definitely my favorite product from them. I'm particularly fond of the 10% vitamin C because I think it's pretty hard to find a 10% vitamin C. We know from studies that that is sufficient to be effective. Also, the irritation is lower, the lower the concentration you get. So I think this is a perfect vitamin C serum if you're looking for a new one, or even if you want something to last with you over time and you have sensitive skin. 10% is great, my favorite product from them.
So this is gonna be a 10% vitamin C serum for like $15 with vitamin E and ferulic acid, the stabilizers and the penetration enhancers to make it more effective. So a really good option from Timeless. Next up, and this is a brand we don't talk often about, but you will find this sometimes scattered around my house for my own personal use. I would say we don't talk about it much because it's not technically like a derm brand by any means, but they have great products that I truly love. And this is Tula, which is doing 30% site-wide.
Tula is a skincare brand I actually do particularly like as well. I do notice it is around his house a lot, so I inherently use it more when I'm like staying with him and his family. My favorite product kind of piggybacks off the last one. I love their vitamin C. So Tula has a vitamin C that anchors on ethyl ascorbic acid, a particularly stable form with good clinical data behind it. It's coupled with some, I think, probiotics, prebiotics, some antioxidants. I would say this is just extremely robust vitamin C, and normally at a good price point of $58, and then 30% off, that's what, $40? Strong vitamin C, I think it's a good deal.
Yeah, that is a pretty good deal. And I will say on the brand side now, you know, I've been working on some different formulations of ingredients always. And, you know, one of the products that we were working on, or still working on, is a product that has 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid in it. Hard to formulate with and expensive to formulate with. So I do think that it's even more expensive to formulate with 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, actually far more expensive than it is to formulate with pure L-ascorbic acid. You know, L-ascorbic acid has its own issues because it's not very stable, but from a formulation standpoint and an expense standpoint, 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid serums are more expensive. But the product that you'll find scattered around my house that I would purchase right now, and I would try to get like the jumbo size to get the most value out of this, is their cult classic purifying cleanser. It actually is a really nice cleanser. It does have fragrance in it, which, you know, plus or minus, you know, I'm not a huge fan of fragrance in general, but in a cleanser, I tend to do well with it. I also like using it as a body wash. You'll find this as a theme of me. If I use a cleanser for the face, I'll often use it on the body, but it's a really nice cleanser. And again, you can get the 30% off right now. The funny thing about it is it's called the Cult Classic, which I kind of wonder, like, is that what they launched it? Was that like the name of it when they launched it and then they just hoped that it would become a cult classic, which it has become? Or did they call it later on once it became popular?
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe that's the thing, just like dynamic names and then change it over time. Interesting. But yeah, I've used this cleanser a lot. Good cleanser.
Next up, we have a 30% discount on the brand DRMTLGY with no vowels. You've seen this often, we've talked about it before. We also have a whole video on the best of, so you can watch the video. If I was saying, okay, let's be thoughtful and considerate about our purchases, the one I would definitely go to is their tinted sunscreen. You're like, well, I was gonna say the same thing, but their tinted sunscreen, SPF 46, a phenomenal sunscreen. When you add that 30% discount to it, it really is a steal for this product, and it's a staple in a lot of routines. And if you're somebody who's using Remedy for dark spots, I really do want you using a tinted sunscreen in the morning to really see that progress with it. So this is a good sunscreen to add into that routine.
DRMTLGY has a very robust lineup, meaning that there's a lot of depth to, I think, quality products. And so they have their needleless serum, which is peptide serum. Absolutely love that. Their vitamin C, EF, which is a good one. But one that I've tried lately and I really love is the goat cleanser. I'm just gonna read the ingredients to you because it's nice. Like, this is an extremely aesthetic, like gentle cleanser that feels rich. It feels great on dry or irritated skin. And it has meadow foam seed oil, which I actually don't care much about that one. The rest of it is fine. I mean, oat kernel extract, HA, squalane, aloe, green tea. Like, that's a nice top line of ingredient list for a cleanser. It's extremely soothing, doesn't strip. One of my favorite cleansers that I've been using very regularly over the last few months.
And I would always try to see if you could, I don't know if it will or not, but let's say the sunscreen doesn't unlock free shipping, but adding in the cleanser does. It's a good opportunity to try to get above that. I hate paying for shipping personally. And so any opportunity to unlock free shipping, I'm always gonna take advantage of it. Next up, Biossance, which I feel like we haven't talked about Biossance in a while, but you still see me using. In fact, so right now I'm staying with Dr. Maxfield when we're shooting YouTube videos. What I took from his shelf and put in the bathroom to use for my facial moisturizer today, it's actually the one from Biossance. So they're doing 30% off site-wide. They also have 40% off of their bundles, what would you get?
That's the hardest question. I think so far out of all the brands, picking one from Biossance is the most difficult for me. I think for them, I don't know, I could pick top 5 from them and still have like another 10 to go. So I could even pick between a serum and a moisturizer with Biossance. I'll say their copper peptide serum.
Ooh,
It's like a close edge out of their squalene sunscreen. But yeah, I'll say their copper peptide serum. I love it. I use it probably as often as any like supporting cast ingredient product. It's
definitely
good.
a supporting cast product, but I love it and I find myself using it all the time. It has hyaluronic acid, so it's like serving as your hyaluronic acid and glycerin hydrating serum, but it also has the additional benefits of copper peptides. It's that beautiful blue serum. I actually love this product a ton. So definitely a top product, definitely a sleeper hit. And then for me, I would say always gonna be the marine algae eye cream. Love that one. If you haven't had a chance to try it, this would be a really good time to try it. And then again, their sunscreen's a really good option, but if I had to pick between two, I'd pick these two. Next up, Necessaire. This is a brand that we've talked about quite often. I know that you love their body retinol, despite the fact that it competes with our remedy for body
exactly
bumps.
what I was gonna
No,
say.
I'm just kidding. So Necessaire has a lot of great products. I love their shampoos. I love their body washes. They have a lot of great products.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up then. Since you called me out for the body retinol, because I was actually gonna go there and say.
No, go ahead, say it.
No. There's one that experientially I like even more, and it is their eucalyptus body wash. That is in the conversation for top body washes for me of all time. It competes with Bath & Beyond's Ocean Scent, but it's probably better for you. So yeah, I'll go with the Necessaire eucalyptus body wash. Love that one.
Even though, you know, I'm pretty anti-fragrance, like I said, a really nice fragrance for a body wash. And I really like their shampoo. Their shampoo is a phenomenal shampoo. Like I'm very particular because I wear a lot of product in my hair. If it doesn't cleanse properly or I feel like there's some heaviness to my hair after I use a shampoo, I cannot use it. So the Necessaire shampoo is just phenomenal.
They do body care better than any other brand, I'd say. That's still the kings of body care. So shout out to them. Definitely worth checking out because it's not a cheap brand. And their products are a little more expensive. And so if you've ever thought about taking care of your body skin, which you should, I would definitely use the opportunity to check out Necessaire.
Yeah, and 25% off site-wide just for Black Friday. Next up is Qure Skincare, which is doing 21% off site-wide and up to 55% off of their bundles. I think that we're sleeping on Qure because they have made leaps and bounds in progress over the past year, and going into next year, it's gonna be Qure's year. We know this because we help them with product development and they send us some of the stuff that's coming out before it comes out. So there's tons of stuff on the horizon, which is super, super exciting. But I wanna highlight a few of their bundles because they're actually really cool.
So I'm actually gonna start with an individual product because these might be the greatest patches I've ever seen. This is me opening these first time with you. We've seen eye patches before. It's skincare like you don't need but might want, in my opinion. Piggyback on our series, but these look nice. They're like blue, they're beautiful. And what you can't appreciate from a distance is they have little dissolvable micro darts. So the micro darts here, they dissolve into your skin and they release a series of ingredients. So we have HA, caffeine, copper peptides, niacinamide, licorice root, green tea, and I think the best use of this ingredient out there, acetylhexapeptide 8 or argireline. Why? Because it's one of those neuromodulating peptides that can either complement or enhance the effects of Botox. So limiting your muscle movement, decreasing the amount of lines you develop, can complement Botox to make it last longer. This ingredient shines when the delivery is enhanced.
Yeah, so these are super cool. They have had them before. They made some improvements to them. And again, you're gonna get the deepest discounts when you bundle things together. What they also released recently from product releases is their new hypochlorous acid, okay? And I wanna talk about it in this bundle specifically because hypochlorous acid has gone viral, and I like hypochlorous acid, but sometimes it goes viral for the wrong reasons. And this is the most appropriate use, in my opinion, of hypochlorous acid in skincare. So first of all, I wanna unveil this bottle for you. I'll try to keep it quick.
And I haven't seen this packaging, by the way, so this is a new exposure for me.
So you unveil the box, and then you have their new dermal mist.
Clean. Ooh, that's clean. It's, oof. Why don't your products look this good?
And it's very
Or
upsetting.
mine.
And
actually.
they kind of show you how low it is, which was one of always the complaints we get on a remedy is that you don't know how much you have left in the bottle. But little indicator there to tell you how low you are and when you're gonna need a refill. This is great after the gym, but I'm gonna tell you the real use I love for this product. So the best use of hypochlorous acid is in this bundle. This is brilliant. I literally texted them and I was like, this is genius when it arrived. If you've been following for a long time, you know that I have reservations about any type of microinfusion, microneedling, micro stamping that occurs at home. Because my concern is that people are gonna damage their skin barrier, but also introduce bacteria into the skin. My reservation has always been around, can people do this in a clean and safe way? And Qure has really taken steps to make that happen. What they have is, of course, their sterile needles, individual use, separately wrapped so that you can get something that's clean when you're applying it to the skin. So you're gonna wash your face and you're gonna do your best to remove any bacteria that's already on your skin. However, they've also included in this bundle a mini of their hypochlorous acid. So you can cleanse your face, spray your skin to sanitize your skin before using your microinfusion device. It's absolutely genius. It allows your ingredients to penetrate deeper into the skin, and it does it in what I believe is the safest way to do it at home. So this bundle makes a ton of sense to me, and it's a great deal right now. So if you were looking to purchase, this would be the time of the year where you're not gonna see lower prices than this.
We were talking off camera, and actually it wasn't even today, but we were like, you know what? Qure is a very giftable brand. Like the products are kind of like out there. It's not your traditional skincare. It's kind of a little bit extra, something you might want one of in the course of your life, especially when it comes to the devices. But dang, I'm like still obsessed with this packaging, but their actual skincare also is top tier. So anyway, I love it. This is coming with me on my trip. I'm about to leave soon. That one's coming with me on my trip. I want to see this. It's like look at this diffuser. Holy crap. If you've ever like watched those perfume cologne spraying videos where they just test the diffusers, dude.
Nice.
Dude, okay.
It is
Even
nice.
the freaking spray on this is outstanding. All right, way to step it up, Qure. I think I have been sleeping on what you've been coming out with lately.
Next up is Dieux Skincare. I don't know if we've talked about it on our channel. I know I've talked about it on my Instagram and my TikTok before, and I've definitely talked about it when I've been doing my TikTok lives lately because it's a brand that's very popular on TikTok Shop. This is another founder-led brand from my friend Charlotte. It's called Dieux Skincare. They also are a very cool brand. They're very eco-conscious brand. They are very transparent on their pricing and their ingredients. So love the ethos of the brands, but they also have very, very cool products. It was co-founded by one, Charlotte, who knows a lot about the beauty industry, and then someone else who's a cosmetic chemist that also helped formulate SkinCeuticals. So left SkinCeuticals to start this brand. So a lot of that beautiful formulation is in these products. And so they're doing 20% off single item purchases, and they're also doing 30% off for the bundles. So this is a really good opportunity. It's another brand that rarely goes on sale. They have two products that I would recommend for you. First, and this is because I have drier skin, is their Instant Angel Lipid Rich Moisturizer. So this is a thick moisturizing cream. It comes in an aluminum tube, which is not my favorite packaging, but it is the most eco-conscious packaging, so I will give them that. And you can also kind of roll it so you can make sure that you get everything out of the packaging, but it's a thick cream for the winter. And then they just recently came out with a cleanser called Baptism that came in both a fragranced and a fragrance-free form. We've talked about this on the podcast, actually. The fragrance form is actually really quite nice, but I like the fact that there's also an option for people who have sensitive skin and want that fragrance-free option. And so what I would get is the cleanser and this lipid-rich moisturizer.
I have a sad confession to make here. Dieux, I have not actually tried your skincare. I only have your eye patches, and I think I bought them. So send something my way. I actually love your copy. I think your incredibly beautiful ideas and like the ethos behind your brand, it just like shows through. So send something my way. This is just a personal request. I have nothing to contribute to this part of the conversation.
They also have these reusable silicone patches for the eye, which are also a very giftable item.
The next one though I'll introduce, I've worked with them a couple times, love their products. The one knock on the brand is that it's really freaking expensive.
It's expensive. I don't know how to frame this brand. They're almost like in an awkward price point in some ways because the ingredient formulations are so advanced that they could charge more, but they're too expensive to be accessible. But they're not expensive enough to run these massive marketing campaigns that like a SkinCeuticals or a Skin Medica or a Skin Better Science would run from the derm offices. So they're kind of like in this weird place where they don't get the love they probably deserve because they're in that weird price point.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to like kind of present them. But boy, are their products good. Everything from the packaging to the formulations, extremely thoughtful. So Allies of Skin, I don't think we even said that yet. Allies of Skin is the brand here, 35% off. If I had to pick one thing, I would actually say the growth factor serum. It uses like a high quality growth factor along with supporting ingredients. I've used this myself, so gentle, so great for repairing damaged skin. It has benefits otherwise for aging skin as well. If you were looking to splurge, this might be your opportunity to at least try it. Like, I love the products, at least try them. In fact, the packaging is so nice, I just had to go get it. Look at this thing. Like, is it metal? Is it glass? Wow, it's so beautiful. And packaging is not something you should really get excited about.
It's glass.
I know you've told me that last time. When you consider skincare, like the packaging shouldn't make or break the product, but it's beautiful.
I really like their mandelic acid serum as well. So really cool brand, a really good opportunity to take advantage of their discount right now. Next up, there's also Paula's Choice. It's 25% off. They also have some free gifts that come with some of your purchases. Good time to re-up your purchase. So let's say that you're using the BHA liquid exfoliant, you need a re-up. You're using their vitamin C, you need a re-up. Their sunscreen, you need a re-up. Good opportunity to get your 25% off. Not the best deal of the year. Okay, so I follow sales pretty closely because I'm always like, when do I buy? When do I not buy? They do 25% off pretty frequently. It's probably their lowest. Maybe they'll go to 30% at another time. I don't know if I've seen 30% off, but they'll do 25% throughout the year. So it's not one of those things where you have to rush to buy it. It's not like if you don't need a refill yet, it's time to repurchase it. So
Paula's Choice, amazing brand, incredible brand. In fact, I think after this, you'll see some further spotlights from us on Paula's Choice only because it's absolutely worth it. Now, moving on beyond skincare, because we are also human beings who have more interest than just skin. We also wear things on our skin. We also wear things on our face. So there are some really nice deals you should check out here. We'll start with what we're actually wearing now. That would make the most sense. So Create Amor. This is a scrubs brand. We mostly, if not exclusively, wear this now. It is extremely breathable. If you are a healthcare professional and you're looking for scrubs and you just want something lightweight with like a good stretch, I cannot wear anything else. Like, it's appreciable, the difference in quality of this fabric. I love the fit. And the discount here is up to 50% off and also like a buy one, get one. So if you are looking for scrubs, which are expensive, scrubs just are expensive these days, I highly recommend Create Amor. Again, pretty much the only thing we wear at this point.
So these are not Create Amor.
Oh my gosh.
And that's very disappointing for this video, but that's because I have a lot of embroidered scrubs from before that I'm not gonna throw away by any means. But I will say that when I wear the Create Amor, which I was wearing yesterday, they're so much less restrictive. The stretch is so much better, but to the point where the stretch loses form. It still has its form, but just enough stretch so that it's breathable and you get that stretch to get the movement. I felt a lot better and more comfortable yesterday than I do right now, and that's just a testament to how good these scrubs are. So a really good opportunity, deepest discounts of the year, so definitely check those out. Next up is just a random one. This is one of those things where my wife's like, another package has showed up. What is this? You keep ordering these things. And I'm like, you know what? In this new phase of my dad life and my dad bod life that is incoming, I want to wear a lot of athleisure clothing. So I love athleisure brands in general. So Lululemon, Vuori, Gymshark, ASRV. I am obsessed and I follow these things very closely. And I've also subscribed to a lot of SMS lists, so I get the messages when the discounts are coming. So right now, Gymshark is doing 70% off, plus an extra 20% off, I believe, for VIPs. So we'll put the code for that, because that you can only get if you're signed up to their SMS list. What I find annoying about this sale, as someone who's currently shopping it themselves though, is that it is the lowest prices, because I have been tracking their prices really closely. It's just that it's the up to 70% off. So you have to click on each individual product to try to figure out like what's on sale, what's not on sale, and then some things are only 20% off. So it's a little frustrating because you don't know like if you're gonna get the discount on the thing that you've been tracking for a long time. So that's a little annoying.
Fair enough. Actually, you and Dr. Cassell have classied up my wardrobe. I'm a very much like flip-flops, even here, I'm not at the beach at the moment, still, I'm a flip-flops guy, and I have Vuori pants now. I have quite a few pairs of them and they're extremely comfortable. So I'm gonna track out some of this Gymshark clothing as well. I trust their judgment when it comes to style and comfort, probably more than I trust my own. Now, sunglasses are something I only wear outside, which it makes a lot of sense. Once I bought Oakley's in high school. That is the purchase I probably most regret out of any expensive like clothing item ever. Oakleys were my biggest regret. And I don't know if I sat on them or lost them or just didn't wear them.
I lose every pair of sunglasses I buy.
So I'm not a fan of investing like $100+ in sunglasses, but Blender sunglasses are extremely high quality. Like when you wear them, they feel solid. Like they're not flimsy. You just feel like you're wearing something quality. And they're very inexpensive. They are running a 50% off discount. Now they do this multiple times a year because I track this, but 50% off of something that's already inexpensive, like what am I, like 50 bucks maybe? Now it's $25. It don't feel like $25
Do
sunglasses.
these even look cool? Let me see these.
Dude, they look great. I actually bought them for my whole staff here at the office. Gift giving is apparently my language of love. I've learned this only recently. But yeah, 25 bucks. So yeah, normally 50, now they're $25. But they have a ton of styles. I always go with like the aviators myself, but
It's a good deal. I will check these out. So that pretty much covers the deals that we wanted to cover. If anything pops up, in, kind of like last minute, I might go live on Black Friday to kind of highlight some of the deals. But thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for making Remedy such a success this year so that we were able to do this sale. We'll put the links below to some of the sales that we mentioned here, and we'll also put some of the codes that are required to shop some of these sales. And we'll also be working behind the scenes to even maybe get you some other codes that we can maybe add on top of this. I don't know if we can do that or not, but we're gonna work hard to do that for you to try to get you some deeper discounts at this time of the year.
yeah, thank you. I hope you have some fun shopping and get some good deals, but we appreciate you always, and we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Okay, so if you've been following for a while, you know that I personally this one seems like it's gone.